Steven Jackson joins us again. Thank you for coming back from yesterday on Coast to Coast. So the Pelicans currently hold the 8th seed in the West without Boogie. The pressure obviously shifts back to Anthony Davis. So you look at that team, the current structure of that team. What does he specifically need to do with the rest of his teammates, minus Boogie, to make sure they stay in the playoffs?
Well, guys definitely have to step up. They can't make any more moves. I think the good thing about this is AD has been in this role before, you know, where he had to do everything to make the team better, make the team win. Obviously, I think going forward, he should be positive about going forward, knowing that Boogie's going to get back, knowing he's going to have him back next year, and he's going to be healthy. But right now, guys got to step up, and he's got to go back to being a Superman for that team that he was before.
Is that possible, though? Like, you look at the roster, is it possible that guys step up?
Well, they have to. I mean, this is the job they have. They have to step up. I'm not sure if it's possible. You know, I don't think Rondo and AD is enough. But they have guys on that roster that can make shots, that can step up, and they're going to have to.
All right, so you say they have to step up. Meanwhile, last week, Artem Legler, he said something quite differently, some strong comments about Anthony Davis. Let's take a listen, and I'll get your take.
If Anthony Davis can't get this team into the playoffs as their best player and hold off teams like Utah, the Clippers, if he can't hold those teams off and hold on to a playoff spot, I just think you start to question, even despite the ridiculous numbers and everybody's saying he's a top 5 player all the time, is there something missing that he can't get it done in the fourth quarter when he really needs to? He's 14th in the league in fourth quarter scoring. Cousins was 6th. Well, he's going to have to now take up all of that space and hopefully get into the top 5 in fourth quarter scoring the rest of the year and get them into playoffs, or I think it's a failed year. He needs to make that happen as an elite player.
All right, so we need to rethink. Let's think about that. Do we need to rethink who he is as a player if he can't get his team?
I disagree with Legs. We just seen a situation where LeBron had all the players in the world.
You're right.
And he couldn't get it done, and they had to bring a whole new team in for him. I mean, you can't put all that pressure on AD. I mean, he's used to having Boogie with him. Those two guys were the two most dominant big men in the league, another Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson. And they were exciting together, but him by himself, you can't put that pressure on him. He's going to go out and play and do what he's been doing, but to say that if they don't make the playoffs, if he don't hold a spot, it's a failed season, I disagree.
All right, so in the piece, Rich Nichols did a great job talking to Anthony Davis. He admitted that. I had talked to other players, and they regretted not moving on early in their career, more specifically Kevin Garnett. He has 3 more years left on his deal. Do you think at any point that he should start considering other options?
Well, if he didn't have a guy like Boogie Cousins there, yes, definitely think about it. But you have a piece there, and you two guys can be good for a long time with other pieces added. I definitely think that he should, you know, continue to think about what he has there because he has a lot, and you're not going to have a situation where you get Boogie Cousins and Anthony Davis together. So just you know, be thankful for what you got right now and try to work with that. I think that'll be great long term.
All right, so stay put. That's your advice.
Stay put. New Orleans. They love him there. Boogie's great. They're great together.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes you don't realize what you have. I always think of a guy who was Superman, little mini Superman, who left Orlando, and he shouldn't have. I think he should have stayed. Okay. I mean, speaking of stay put, maybe not.